Y'all were the new young group, targeting the young audience, 18, 34, whatever. But now you have this new giant that's come in, and I'm talking about the Breakfast Club, and just trying to look at how they've come in and kind of shaken things up a little bit. How do you view the competition between your show and that show?
I mean, I think it's like the equivalent of having Showtime and HBO. You know, some people like one, some people like the other, and it's totally okay to like both. You know what I'm saying? Like, Charlamagne Tha God is a cool dude. Like, you know, that's my man. You know what I'm saying? And I've been a fan of his for years. Like, even going back to like the Wendy days. And like the weird thing about radio is like people think just because you're on rival situations that there's always beef and tension.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just, in a complete moment of transparency, I was so relieved to know that, Charlamagne appreciated me too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just on some black man to black man shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I ain't never did no sucker shit a day in my life. You know what I'm saying? Or harbored no ill will towards anybody, or like felt jealous of other people's situations. So like, I have no problem just sitting back and just admiring what certain people are doing. Because like, even when they started popping, I was telling anybody who would listen, hey, listen, we probably need to do a better job with our online content. Because blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because like, because perception is reality in radio. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see certain things a lot, you're gonna like, believe that this is the only voice in that situation. So that's why like over the last few months, I really took it upon myself to pay a guy out of my pocket to come to the studio and videotape the interviews that I do, or even we do as a morning show sometimes, and post them online. Because if you don't see them, they didn't happen and you didn't do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been telling people about this for years. Like, yo, like, hey, we got blah, blah, blah coming in. You sure you don't want to tape that?
I want to tape that.
You know what I'm saying? And like, I got tired of being the I told you so guy. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. So now in that department, virally, we're chasing the chuck wagon.
Right.
Even though if you look statistically, we've probably like, had way more content that we could have put on the web. We didn't. So now that's the fight that we have to have, and that's a fight that I plan on at least throwing punches in. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, like, even if it's out of my own pocket and it has nothing to do with the situation I'm on, and it's about my brand personally, because like at the end of the day, I do a lot of the interviews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I will go home and come back to work to interview somebody because I am that passionate about the culture. I'm that passionate about what I do. And a lot of time, it's a lot easier to conduct an interview and get what you want when it's just you one-on-one anyway. Because like, like interviewing people is like, it's like going to a psychiatrist. No one's going to sit on your psychiatrist's couch and tell you everything you want to know in the first 5 minutes of an interview. You got to get them comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Make them relax. Once that spine curve and go into a C motion, you got them. They'll tell you anything. You know what I'm saying? We did a great interview with R. Kelly a couple years ago, and if that interview was done live on the radio, it wouldn't have been as great because, like, you only talk for a couple minutes. All right, we got to play a song. Oh, we got to go to a commercial break. But when you get to come to work after the fact, sit down, unrushed, you got 30 to 45 minutes to really flesh it out and get the details. That's the best way to do an interview, man. Like, and I'm always fighting for those things. Like, whoa, we're going to take this person live?